We begin tonight with brand new information on vaccinations in Missouri.
We are just hours away from the governor announcing changes to the state's plan. He's expected to share when the next group will get their shots.
And as we wait for that, new evidence is surfacing of just how inadequate the state's vaccine distribution is tonight. News 4's Alexis Zotos is live covering the dash for surpluses. Alexis?
Well, Corey, right now in the St. Louis area, there are hundreds of thousands of people currently eligible that are desperate to get one of those vaccine appointments. And that's why anytime we hear about open vaccine sites, we share them on social media. And thanks to one of my tweets today, several people were able to drive to Bolinger, Missouri, down in the south part of the state. They had so many extra doses at their mass vaccination event that they said anybody who could get there could get a vaccine just so that they weren't wasted.
87 miles.
That's how far Brad Stites and his wife drove this afternoon to get a vaccine after seeing my tweet.
Christy says, we got to go right now. Get your coat on. We're leaving. So we were gone in like 5 minutes.
They headed to Leopold, Missouri, 2 hours south of St. Louis. The town's population, 65. The tiny town held one of the state's mass vaccination events in Bolinger County at their Knights of Columbus Hall. But by midday, they had hundreds of extra doses, and they opened it up to anyone who could get there.
I was very surprised about how small a town it was and that they had so many vaccines. I think the number was 1,400 unused vaccines. And that's why they opened it up for everybody.
The Jefferson County resident is 59 and not yet eligible. He's in the next tier. Meanwhile, in St. Louis County, they're struggling to get through the current tiers.
There are a couple 100,000 people at least, but we still have a demand for the vaccine that is much greater than the supply.
While rural areas like McDonald County in southwestern Missouri continue to have extra doses. They too offered it up to anyone who could get there. And they still had extras, which will now be shared with Springfield, Missouri.
To have so many vaccines in such a rural area, when I know there's large metropolitan areas like St. Louis County, that aren't even through tier 1, and they still don't have vaccines available even to give out.
So the governor's office continues to say that vaccines are allocated based on population. And minutes ago, I actually just got a response from the Missouri State Health Department asking them, could there be changes made to the allocations if there is not the same interest level? Here's what they just emailed me. They said they are continuing to work on these mass vaccination events, and they will continue to work with local teams to ensure the amount of vaccine allocated closely matches the need in the area. Count on News 4 to continue following this story. Reporting live in downtown, Alexis Zotos, News 4.